I was asked how to get the tank off, and I figured this would be a good time to show you. So this is a 94 Magna going in. We have a 5mm hex here. If your bolt's standard, that's what you're going to undo this with. Pull that out, don't lose it. Now we don't need that anymore. Don't lose your tool. And then I was looking at this a while back and I forgot. So here's your fuel petcock. Mine looks a little weird. I think there's some sort of leak or something going on. But off is to the bottom, so you're going to turn that off. Look at my gas line. That should not be crimped like that. I mean, it never had a problem running, I don't think, but she's almost completely crimped. So we're going to have to put a different gas line on or route it differently. I do not like that. It's obviously, well, whatever it is, I don't love it. So we're going to put something else that's more flexible. So you want to turn this off, and there will be some gas in here if it's been run. So also, I don't love these little crimp hose clamps. That's probably doing okay though. So you want to pull this off, and then you can unattach. You can pull off your hose, and then when you lift your tank off, just basically pull it back. It's sitting on two little balls in there. I'll show it to you after I pull this off, but I'm going to disconnect this line, make sure this is off. It shouldn't leak, even if it is. Now, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so I would turn it off because this doesn't have a diaphragm in it, so gas might start flowing if it's not off. So anyway, like I said, there will be some gas in here, and you can see there is a little bit of drippage on my motor. That's what all that is. So I guess we're gonna be maintaining this while we're at it. So anyway, gonna pull this off. Obviously I said we're gonna replace this. Pull this guy back with a tool probably. My hand's not real strong. And pull this off, and then take this off, and then you're gonna lift at the rear. There you go. And then basically pull it backwards off of the mounts. Well, there we go. Got the tank off. I forgot to mention the breather hose. So there's a breather hose on here that I'm gonna have to look and see where it goes. But mine comes off the back of the tank here. And then there's a T. And I don't know where the T connects to. And then this just drops out the bottom of the bike, as far as I know. I could be wrong, but I think it was running under here. So there should be another hose down there that connects to. Should be. I'll figure it out. I don't see it at the moment, but I'm assuming it goes down through that little bracket there, because there's nothing in there. And then out the bottom. Like I said, could be wrong. As I told you, pretty easy to get the gas out of these things. I'm gonna drain this just by turning it on. See? It's just a switch. Gas flows right out of it. I'm gonna drain as much fuel as we can out of this thing. Have to check it. I think it's a good tank, but we're gonna pull this gas out of it. Now, if you're wondering if it's just a switch and gravity feed, well, to that point it is. But if you go around here, here's your vacuum fuel petcock. So this is your gas line that comes from the tank. There's an on-off switch there, which is draining now. And then it flows into here, and this opens up when you have the engine running, because it opens up with this diaphragm. And this is a line that runs into the intake when there's vacuum operated from the engine running. Pretty trick. And just so you and I know, more for myself, that I'm not crazy, here's the 83 Shadow that we just got done with. Remember the other day it wouldn't start? Well, the guy that was here turned it off with this engine start stop, and I didn't notice that till later. I started pulling it apart. She's still still fine. She's great. She's good. We love her. I thought there was something wrong, but nope, she's still good. Good old Shadow girl. So she's ready to go. I do have a side cover to put on here. Anyway, I thought something was concerning, and well, she's ready to ride. I think I went through and fixed everything that I mentioned on the test ride, so we're good to go. And yeah, I think I'll work on getting a title for her. She'll be up for sale. I should clean her up a little bit. You know, I want to get them running and riding before they get cleaned up, because who wants a clean bike that doesn't run and ride? And while we're on the subject of gas tanks, let's walk over here to the 750 Maxim. I was going to go take a test ride on this, give you guys a good POV video, point of view, and she won't start. And I realized pretty quickly why. It's because there's no gasoline in the fuel line. It's not leaking. And remember I said about the sediment in the fuel filter? It's still in there, but everything's dry. So I'm wondering if this entire thing is full of sediment and it's all clogged up and there's no fuel coming from here. Unfortunately, I went and topped this off with gas. So now there's a bunch of fuel in there that I'm gonna have to remove. And if you remember, I put gasket material on the fuel petcock so that it wouldn't leak, which it's not. But now I have no fuel flow from the tank to the carburetors. And all it is this fuel petcock. So something's clogged from here to here into here. This won't even flow on prime. Like there's nothing at all flowing from here to here. There's no liquid fuel, no gasoline in there at all. So we're not starting. So back to the drawing board. We're gonna have to take this back off and get it cleaned up and fixed. Unfortunately, all that crap in there must have clogged up the line. And I just figured if I put a fuel filter in there, she'll be fine, but nope. The other unfortunate thing is I cleaned this out and I didn't get it to, it flash rusted again, and then it got real bad, but I'm gonna have to clean it out again and hopefully be able to maybe throw gasoline in it right away since we're riding it, and that'll stop the flash rust. Drying it didn't work. The other thing I could do is get some case well and coat the inside so we don't have this problem on this bike. I don't know about all those tank liners, but I don't want to destroy the tank because that ethanol eats through some of that stuff. So I'm told, I think it was Casewell is the one that works and holds up. So got to get this thing going. It runs. I just can't get fuel to the carburetor. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You've seen me clean plenty of tanks and I'm telling you about it now just so you know what's going on. But I was ready to ride, and unfortunately I gotta worry about that now. Well, the petcock still works, and if you turn it to reserve or on, it doesn't completely block it off. So it's definitely worn out in there, but as you can see, prime works just fine. Here we are again. It's dark, but the XJ 750 Maxim's outside. Cleaned up all the spark plugs, made sure there's gasoline flowing, and I'm a little apprehensive to start it or see if it'll start because it didn't want to start before. But hey, that's the only way we're gonna find out. So let's see what we can do here. Probably need some choke, turn the key, and give it a hit. There she is. Yeah, I really don't know. Well, she's off again. And yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Let's see if we have fuel flowing through here still. Looks like we do. That was an experience. So anyway, I don't think we're gonna be riding tonight. This bike doesn't like to be outside. It's fine inside. Does not like to be outside. Guys, I'll see you in the next one.